Gary, congratulations, another victory, but again it was a tight one against Brechin.
Yeah, it definitely was. Got a dream start. What you want again started well. I like that we're getting into that habit. But you know, looking back now, it's maybe the worst thing that actually happened, because I think we thought because we had scored so easy that it was maybe going to be an easy evening, and it certainly wasn't. You know, credit to Brechin, they rolled their sleeves up having a setback. They got at us, they played some nice football, they scored a good goal. You know, obviously we can do better at that, but you know, I'll have to look back at the goal. And then we had Callum to thank for making a good save to stop Brechin going 2-1 in. So getting in at half time, you know, at 1-1 was actually a good thing. And then we spoke to the players and just reminded them about what we've done that's actually got us to where we are in the league. And I'm pleased to say that the players showed the right reaction in the start of the second half. I thought for the first 15-20 minutes we're up to tempo, up to intensity. We got in behind a couple of shots. But then when you didn't score and you're on top like that, you're always worried that a mistake or a bit of brilliance for a Brechin player could cost you. But as it was, a bit of brilliance came for us, and Rafa's finish was top draw. He's obviously playing with a lot of confidence just now, and he's cutting on his right and he's bent one into the top corner for about 25 yards. So we needed that bit of brilliance tonight to get us over the line. But as I said to the players, and I've said to you before, you have to win games like that if you want to be successful. And that's the credit that I can give the players tonight, that we weren't at our best as we have been in previous weeks, but we still managed to get the 3 points. But I would have to say, I know Michael, I'm not just saying this because he's my friend, I'm learning about the teams, I'm playing teams for the first time since coming back in as the manager. That Brechin team didn't play tonight like they're a team anchored at the bottom of the league. Yeah. They gave the players, the manager, everything. They created a lot of chances, they put their bodies on the line, and that was a very, very difficult game for us tonight. You know, people maybe watching this will think, he's just saying that because, you know, they should be beating Brechin more comfortable. It doesn't work like that. They played, they gave their lot to the manager tonight, and I think Michael will probably be aggrieved that they've not left here with a point. Yeah,
you're right, and you know, we got off to a cracking start. Danny Hanlon, you know, finishing off from the corner. Again, like you say, you know, I think where we were looking at to push on from that, but Brechin came in it. They weren't just for tonight.
And it was actually the manager that set up their goal for him. You know, it's found himself unmarked out in the right wing and crossed it in. Yeah. And they finished it off, and they had a similar move, as I say, that Callum had to make a save to stop them going 2-1 and ahead. So no, there was worrying signs there for us in the first half that we had to try and address in the second half. But as I say, you know, we did make it. You know, we made a personnel change, and the players' reaction was exactly what I wanted at the start of the second half. I've no complaints about how we played in the second half. It's just the first half after scoring that we maybe just dropped just below what the standards that we've set. And all it was at half time was reminding the players of the standards that we've set and the things that we've done that have got us to where we're in the league and the run that we're on. Yeah. So, no, you just got to give them credit. It's difficult. Again, midweek, I've touched on this before, every part-time club's the same. The lads are 7 games now in 3 weeks, is it? Or 3 weeks, 3 days or something like that. They've got jobs. They're all working hard. They're coming here tonight. I'm expecting them to be at full pelt every game because that's my standards. They're not going to be at full pelt every game. And as I say, the biggest thing is when you're not at your fluent best, that you still manage to take something out of the game, and to take 3 tonight was a bonus.
Yeah, and like you said, I think, you know, we started the second half. You could see that we went up a couple of gears. The guys were on the front foot, they were pressing far more quicker, where maybe in the first half they weren't. You know, you speak about the wonder goal with Rafa. Yeah, you're right. You know, he drops the shoulder. The keeper's telling his defenders, don't let him cut inside. Rafa finds the space. Rafa scores.
No, Rafa's, as I say, he's had a good vein of form, and we've used him, you know, sparingly really. You know, he's played some games, but he knows what I think of him as a player. You know, and he fully deserved to win the Player of the Month. He contributes a lot on and off the pitch for being an experienced player. He's very well mannered, respectful. He's actually a really, really good professional. You know, for a senior player, you know, he's not got any airs or graces. And I found him a delight to work with. And I seem to be getting the best out of him. And long may that continue, because he's a big player for us.
Yeah, you made 3 changes to the starting lineup, I think, tonight. But as you were saying, is this you now, getting to know your players and using them effectively when you need to use them, rather than just, as you say, the easy thing, maybe just continuing with it.
I think if you look, apart from the Forfar game, I've been quite consistent where I've only tried to change 2 or 3 players. And within the 2 or 3 players, I've tried to give most players a rest, they missing a game or that. So there's been a bit of thought that's went into it. Hence tonight why Uzi didn't start. Nothing to do with how he's been playing or that. He's played a lot of minutes recently. So, we do put a lot of thought into it. We look at the data that we get for the GPS vests and stuff like that. We have discussions. And that's generally how we pick a team. But I think if you're constantly changing 6 or 7 players, you aren't going to find the fluidity that's allowed us to get the run of results that we've got. But as I say, the games are coming thick and fast. Players are feeling their legs a wee bit more. Maybe in certain weeks coming up, certain games coming up, that you do have to change more than 2 or 3. But there'll also be weeks where I don't change any. But that'll keep the opposition teams guessing about what we're going to do.
Concerns on the injury to Jordan?
Yeah, listen, when somebody comes off that quickly and can't really try to run it off or that, then obviously you're concerned. And we had to bring, Robbie was another one that was getting a little bit of a rest tonight, and he had to come on after 3 minutes or 4 minutes, so it wasn't, he had a wee laugh as he left saying thanks for the rest tonight, Gaffer. So, but no, he came in and he done well. He drove forward with the ball, an unfamiliar position. Thought he was good, thought he played well, and that's the beauty of having somebody like Robbie. He can play in numerous positions, and he generally gives you a 7 or a 8 out of 10 performance. So I didn't have any qualms about putting Robbie in there tonight, and he done well. And I'm just relieved really to get the win really. It was a game that even in the 2-1, you're living on the edge, you're putting people forward. I'm just relieved really that we've managed to get over the line tonight, because as I say, on another night, Brechin would have left here with something. It took a moment of brilliance to get us over the line. But credit the players, because we did get over the line.